Welcome to the sunrise flow. Join me on your mat, making yourself nice and comfortable. Closing down your eyes or lowering your gaze once you are in your starting position. Taking a nice big deep breath in and big sigh to release out. One more big inhale. Exhale, sigh, release. Now bring your left hand to rest on your heart space at the top of your chest. Your right hand's going to come just into your low belly. And initially I want you to bring your awareness to the movement of your hands, noticing which one's rising first. Maybe there's not much movement. Now we're going to focus on bringing nice deep breaths in through the diaphragm. So on your next inhale, I'd like you to focus on rounding through the belly. So that bottom hand is going to push out as you round through the belly as you inhale. Then the hand on your chest is going to rise as you reach the top of your inhale. And then slowly begin to exhale, the hand on your chest dropping first, the hand on your stomach moving in second, as we encourage that belly button in towards the spine. Inhaling once more, rounding through the belly, pushing that hand away. Breath rises up, hand on the chest, moves forward. And slowly releasing, exhaling. Inhaling, rounding the belly. Exhaling, release. One more, inhaling. Exhale, release. Release both hands onto your knees. Your breathing can return to more normal cadence. Perhaps taking this moment here, your sunrise flow, the beginning of your day, to set yourself an intention for your day. Not a challenge, but something meaningful. Be kind to yourself. Not judging how you're feeling. Using this morning flow as a way of acceptance and gratitude for the ability to move and flow. Gently fluttering your eyes open if they've been closed. Come over onto your hands and knees. We'll begin here. So your hands might be under your shoulders, or they might be slightly further in front, your knees maybe under your hips. Finding a nice, comfortable tabletop position here. Our spine is in a neutral position. We're going to begin with some cat-cow, so stretching into our spine. So on your next inhale, we're going to drop the stomach and the chest down towards the floor. At the same time, your tailbone is going to begin to rise up at the back, and your chin is going to lift to look forward. So the chin is lifted, the tailbone's lifted. Feeling a nice stretch into this low back area here. Staying for a breath. And then your next exhale, you need to push through the hands, that tailbone tucks under and the shoulders push up. We're rounding through our spine. We're coming into our cat, angry cat. Pausing for a breath at the top, tucking that tailbone in, tucking that chin in. Your next inhale, we drop back down. Stomach and chest dropping towards the mat, tailbone rising, chin rising. Exhale, rounding through the shoulders, through the spine. Encouraging that belly button all the way up, as if it's trying to touch your spine. Inhaling, dropping the stomach, the chest, looking up, tailbone rising. Exhale, rounding. Inhaling. Exhaling, rounding through. Inhaling, dropping once more. Exhaling, rounding. We're going to pause here in our cat, spending 3 breaths. It's really pushing through the hands, rounding through the shoulders, tucking that chin in. Feel that lovely stretch across the shoulder blades. Final inhale. Final exhale, slowly dropping your back down, coming back into our neutral tabletop position. From here, I want you to inhale, move yourself forward of your wrists, so your shoulders come a little bit forward of the wrists. And then exhale, start to push your hips out towards the right side. You push back towards your heels. And then we're going to inhale again as we push the hips out towards the left, and we come forward of the hands. So we're coming into a nice circle motion, continuing round. So pushing the heels back to the hips, and then bringing our hips out to one side, bring ourselves forward with the hands, hips push out to the other side as we come back once more to our heels. And there's no speed here, it can be nice and slow. If you come to a sticky bit and you want to pause for a little extra stretch, please do. And this is really nice when you just close down your eyes and just go with the flow. Don't think about it too much. Just let your body move in a way that feels nice this morning to stretch out from your sleep. Get you ready to start your day. Embracing any little pops and cracks which might appear. And then changing the direction of your circle. So we're going to go the other way. Making sure we give the other side the same level of attention. One more circle. And then everyone meet back in our child's pose. So that's where we're going to have our bum down towards our heels. No pause here. Stretching those arms out in front of you. Maybe the head comes to rest on the mat. Inhaling, bring ourselves back up onto our hands and knees. This time we're going to come forward with the hips, so the hips are going to begin to drop down towards the mat. And we're going to look up into a little cobra pose. Stretching the low back once more. Inhale to release back to your child's pose. Rising up, dropping down into cobra. Releasing up, back into child's. So in terms of breathing, you might inhale to rise up. And exhale as you come down, the hips coming down towards your cobra. Inhaling as you push the hips up once more. And exhaling as you come down, bum comes down into our child's pose. Continue like this. Let's do one more, we'll meet back in child's pose. From our child's pose, we rise back up onto our hands and knees. This time we're going to tuck our toes and we're going to push our bum back and we're going to slowly begin to rise up, coming into our first down dog. Keeping a nice bend into the knees, not stretching through them too much at the moment as we're just entering this down dog. Hamstrings might feel slightly tight. So it's a nice option just to bend through one leg and stretch through the other. Feel that lovely stretch all the way up the back of the leg, reaching your hip. Maybe pausing on each side. Chance for you again just to go with what feels nice for you this morning. If you want to be still here, that's also an option. But remembering to breathe wherever you are. And if you're moving, we're going to come to stillness. We're going to meet back in our down dog. Then inhale, slowly rise up onto your toes and gently begin to step your feet towards your hands. Once you get there, staying folded forward, take hold of opposite elbow with opposite hand. A little bend into the knees and then just gently rock from side to side. Dangling here. Tucking that chin in towards the chest. Once again, that nice stretch into the back of the body. And a gentle, comforting rock. And then slowly releasing the elbows, bring your hands onto the mat or perhaps onto your low leg. And then inhale, extend through the spine and the head to look forward. The crown of the head is going straight forward. Imagine those hips are being pulled back into our flat back position, or half lift it's called. Exhale to fold forward once more. Inhale, come back to your flat back, your half lift. Really pushing your hands into the mat or into your legs, stretching through the shoulders, and then exhale, coming back down. One more. Inhaling up to that flat back. Exhaling, folding forward. This time, inhaling, we're slowly going to start to rise up to standing. So pushing your weight through your feet, through your heels, slowly, slowly begin to rise up. Your head and neck, the last thing to rise. And at the top, a nice big roll of the shoulders up to the ears, and exhale, releasing them down. Inhale, rise both arms up towards the ceiling. Take hold of your left wrist with your right hand. Inhale, pull the arms up. Exhale, drop down towards the right side. Inhale here. Exhale, see if you can fold down any more. Now stretching to the side of the body. Inhale, back up to the middle. Switch your hand position. So left wrist now holds the right wrist. Inhale, release the arms up, or pull the arms up. Exhale, folding towards the left. Inhaling here. Exhale, any little more bend to that side. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, release your hands down. At the top of your mat now, we're going to come through a nice sun salutation in our sunrise flow. Inhaling, arms rise up, we look up to follow them. Exhale, we fold ourselves forward. Hands come to the mat or onto your low legs as you inhale into that half lift position again. Nice flat back. Exhale, fold, hands come onto the floor. Step your left foot back, step your right foot back. Drop your knees down onto the mat. Slowly, exhale, bend into the elbows, lowering your chest, your stomach, your chin down to the floor. Inhale, push into the hands, coming into your cobra or baby cobra. And exhale, lower your chest back down, tuck your toes, and slowly push yourself back into your down dog position. Breathing here. On your next inhale, rising onto your toes, stepping the feet towards the top of the mat. Inhale to that half lift once more. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, rise yourself back up to standing. A little bit quicker than we did the first time. Hands come all the way up, follow them with your gaze. Exhale, drop them down by your side. Inhale, arms rise up. Exhale, we fold forward. Inhale to your half lift. Exhale, releasing the hands down, stepping back. Knees come down, bend the elbows, and we lower our stomach, chest, chin. Inhale, pushing into our cobra. Exhale, coming down, pushing back into your down dog. 3 big breaths. Inhale, rise to the toes. Step feet forward once more. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, push to that half lift. Exhale, releasing, folding forward once more. This time inhaling, rising up. Hands reaching up, following with your gaze. Exhaling, dropping them down. One more time, inhaling, rising the arms up. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale that half lift. Exhale, releasing, hands come down, step it back. Knees bend, elbows bend, lower down. Inhale, to your cobra. Exhale, pushing back, down dog, 3 big breaths. This time, inhale, right leg rises up behind us. Exhale, bend into that knee and step it through and towards those hands at the top of the mat. Drop your back knee onto the floor, so we're in this low lunge. Hands are framing the front foot. Pausing here, looking forward, nice stretch into that front leg and into the back leg. Breathing. And your next inhale, heel toe that right foot all the way out towards the edge of the mat. So you're in a bit of a wider lunge now. And then bring the right hand onto that knee. Gently push it away from you and look over that shoulder. Bring a little twist in here. Breathing. Inhaling. Releasing the hand down, walking that heel toe back in so it's now in the middle of the mat once more. The fingers, the hands are framing the front foot. This time we're going to inhale, rise the right arm up towards the side. Follow with your gaze, twisting round. Exhale, releasing it down. Inhale, rise and follow the hand. Exhale, release it down. One more, inhale, rising. Exhale to release. This time, pushing through those hands. We're going to bring our hips back, pushing our bum back towards the back of the mat. At the same time, that front leg's going to start to extend, the bend comes out of it. We're coming into this low pyramid pose. We're stretching to the back of that leg. So try and keep your back straight here if you can. Inhale. And then exhale, bend into the elbows. See if you can fold yourself down a little bit more over that leg. Inhale, push into the fingers. Exhale, lower down. One more, inhaling. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, coming back up. That foot comes back onto the floor, the toes have been lifted. Hands come to frame the front foot, the hips come back forward. This time we're going to step that knee back and then switch, so the left knee comes in front this time. Pausing in this low lunge, breathing here. And then inhaling, we heel to our left foot out towards the left edge of the mat. That left hand gently pushing that knee away, and we look over the left shoulder once more. And breathing here. One final inhale. Exhale, look back round. Heel toe that foot back into the middle of the mat. Drop your hand down so it's going to frame the front foot once more. Inhale, rise the left arm up, twist round. Exhale to release. Inhale, rise and the left arm up, follow with your gaze. Exhale to release. One more. Twisting into that spine, releasing the hand down. This time pushing the hips back, straightening through the front leg. You're walking your fingers back a little bit. Toes may come off the floor. Breathing here. Inhale, push through the fingertips. Exhale, bend the elbows, lower the chest down. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale. Exhale to lower. Inhaling up, that foot comes down, hips come back towards the middle. Frame our front foot once more. Step that knee back, so both knees are now back on the floor. And from here we're just going to bend into the elbows, come down towards the floor again. Stomach, chest, chin. Inhale, pushing up into our cobra. And then exhale, come back into that down dog. 3 nice big breaths here. Inhale, right leg rises once more. Exhale, bend the knee, stepping that foot forward. This time we're going to keep the back knee lifted. Inhale, push yourself up, coming into this high crescent lunge. Breathing here. Inhale, rise both arms up. Bring them to prayer position, so hands come together at the top of them. Exhale, bring the hands down in front of you. At the same time as you exhale, I want you to twist around towards the right, so towards that bent leg in our twist position here. Breathe in. And then I want you to bend forward. See if you can hook your left elbow onto the outer edge of that right thigh. Using that hook, pivot yourself around a little bit more into this twist. See if you can look back over that shoulder. One more breath. Inhale, release the hook. Exhale, twisting back round, try not to fall over. Exhale, drop the hands down, frame that front foot. Step the back foot in ever so slightly. Straighten through both legs. Our fingertips are on the floor once more. Legs are straight, maybe a micro bend. Push those hips away. Into our full pyramid pose now, rather than our mini one that we did earlier. So inhaling, pushing through those fingertips, lifting the chest. And then exhale, bend the elbows, see if you can bring your chest down towards that leg. Inhaling, pushing through the fingertips. Exhaling, lowering down. One more, inhaling. Exhale, lowering down. So from here, a little bit of fun. Bringing your fingertips onto the floor. I want you to slowly start to come forward onto that front foot, bringing all the way into the front foot. And as you do that, it might feel natural for the back toe to slowly start to rise off the floor. See if you can lift the foot off the floor. It doesn't have to come up high. Straightening as much as you can through the front leg. Holding here in our warrior three pose. Breathing. A little flying in our sunrise flow. One more breath. Slowly exhale, dropping that toe back down. Bring your hands onto the floor. Step that right foot back. Let's meet our left. We're in our plank position. Come down onto your knees, bend to the elbows, lower yourself down. Inhale to rise up. Your back bend, your cobra. Exhale, push back. Down dog. 3 big breaths. This time, inhaling, left leg rises up behind us. Exhale, we bend and we step it through towards those hands. Once more, we rise up on your inhale. Hands come all the way up. Palms come together. Exhale, bringing them down. Inhale, twisting round towards the left, towards that bent leg. Breathing here. Inhale, can you hook your right elbow onto that left leg? Using that hook to encourage the torso round towards the side, you're twisting round. Breathing here. Embracing the wobbles. It's okay to wobble. One more breath. Inhale, release the hook and don't fall over. If you do fall over, who cares? And then exhale, come back towards the middle. Drop those hands down towards that front foot. Step the back foot in ever so slightly. Coming into that pyramid pose. So straightening through the legs, nice stretch. Hips pushing back. Inhale, push into those fingertips. Exhale, fold forward over that knee, maybe bending into the elbows. Inhaling once more. Exhaling, folding down. Inhale, push to the fingertips. Exhale, fold and release. Inhale, push to the fingertips. This time, bringing the weight into that front foot. Allow yourself to come forward slightly, maybe moving your hands if that helps. And then slowly see if you can rise that back toe off the floor. If it stays on the floor, that's absolutely fine, you can stay there. If it comes off an inch, centimetre, wherever you are, we're coming into our warrior three. Straightening through the front leg if you can. Looking forward, lifting the back leg, breathing here. One more breath. Exhaling, slowly releasing that foot back down. Hands come onto the floor. We step our left foot back to meet our right. We're in our plank once more. Bend through the knees, bend through the elbows, lower yourself down. Inhale into our cobra. Exhale, coming back to your down dog. 3 big breaths. And then slowly begin to bend the knees, bring the knees down onto the mat. Push yourself back to your child's pose. Bring your arms down by your sides. Feel a nice cool sensation against your forehead. Bring your awareness back to your breathing. Nice big deep inhales, big deep exhale. And then slowly begin to rise up. Bring yourself on to your bum, coming back to our seated position as we did at the start. And once again, I'd like you to bring your left hand onto your heart area, your right hand onto that low belly. Draw your awareness to your hand movements now. Noticing any difference from when we first started. Noticing any connection you now have with your body, with your breath. Being aware of every inhale you're taking, every exhale. Appreciating the beat of your heart beneath your hand. The warmth of your skin, maybe the gurgling of your tummy. Finding that connection which we so often lose as we move through our busy lives. Using this sunrise flow to stretch out from our sleep and start our day with some self-care, self-love, compassion and kindness. Releasing your hands down, perhaps bringing them together in a prayer position at your heart center. One final big breath in through the nose. A big sigh, exhale out. And maybe join me in saying Namaste.